As many of you may know, Kennywood, an amusement park located just outside of Pittsburgh, is my home park. I try to visit the property about once a week over the summer months. Basically, I spend a lot of time enjoying their roller coaster collection. Speaking of which, as much as I love riding Phantom's Revenge, Skyrocket, Jackrabbit, and when it's operating, Steel Curtain, there are a few modern coaster designs that I think would make a good fit in their coaster lineup. Before we get to my dream coaster for Kennywood, make sure you click on that like button, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe so you can stay tuned in on future videos. The first coaster type I think would make a good fit at Kennywood is a single rail roller coaster by Rocky Mountain Construction or Intimate Amusement Rides. Kennywood is a park that is somewhat lacking in land to expand. They do own some of the land that surrounds the park, but additionally, Kennywood is located on a hillside, making it more of a challenge to use the additional property. A single rail roller coaster is compact, allowing the ride to weave through the park. Just take a look at Jersey Devil Coaster. This attraction is very narrow but long. I could see Kennywood adding something like this that travels along the Thomas Train ride or maybe overtop the River Rapids ride. There's a lot of possibilities you could do with this model. Single rail roller coasters tend to focus on snappy transitions, fast pacing, airtime, and inversions. These are all aspects of a roller coaster that would mesh well with the park's current lineup. Number 2, a multi-launching shuttle coaster by Intimate Amusement Rides. After getting multiple rides on Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, I've really grown fond of this swing launch type coaster. What's nice about this concept is you can come up with some inventive layouts. Imagine if you could build a roller coaster that would utilize the valley in between Phantom's Revenge, Thunderbolt, and the River Rapids ride. With Skyrocket being the only launched roller coaster, a swing launch would provide something different and would work well with the coaster lineup. If the park didn't want to go with Intamin, either Premier Rides or Mock Rides would be good substitutes. Premier Rides started introducing this concept with their Skyrocket 2 model, and more recent we have Icebreaker at SeaWorld Orlando. Mock Rides has been playing around with this coaster style as well, but there's another coaster model of theirs that I would rather see at the park, and that's my next selection. Number 3, an extreme spinning coaster by Mock Rides. I know, the real question is what park doesn't need an extreme spinner because, well, the answer would be no one. Every park needs one of these things. They're fun, inventive, crazy, out-of-control rides that provide so much variety. After getting plenty of rides on Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, I became obsessed with this coaster model. Time Traveler works with the terrain, something that Kennywood loves to do with their roller coasters. Using that same plot of land that I mentioned with the swing launch coaster would also work for this extreme spinner. Number 4, an inverted roller coaster by B&M. I feel like every amusement park needs an inverted roller coaster. That's something that Kennywood doesn't have. What's great about this design is how well it can interact with the pathway and attractions in its vicinity. As to where to place this roller coaster, I'm not really sure. We could have it traveling over the River Rapids ride, maybe travel it through the Kittyland or something like that, but yeah, the park would have to get creative with the layout to make this design work. Also, if the park's bag policy continues to go into effect into the next year, then, well, yeah, they might not have use for all those pavilions, so I guess you could knock down those and put in a roller coaster, which would be a shame, but yeah, that is one possible plot of land as well. Number 5, a modern wooden roller coaster from Great Coasters International. Kennywood is known for their 3 classic wooden roller coasters. Jackrabbit, the smallest of the 3, is actually one of the oldest roller coasters in the world, approaching its 103rd birthday. Racer is also rapidly approaching that 100-year mark, making it one of the oldest racing roller coasters. Thunderbolt, which is a hybrid of the original version, Pippin, which opened in 1924, received some major upgrades when it was reopened as Thunderbolt in 1968. As much as I love their classic wooden coasters, I think it would be cool to bring in a modern version as like a complement to the originals. Maybe a wooden coaster that incorporates the steel and wooden track, that way you would have some inversions. Out of all of the options I suggested in this video, I think this one is probably the least likely. I just can't see Kennywood building another wooden coaster, even if it has like the modern steel track. The park seems to be attracted to modern concepts, serving like an opposites to their classic attractions. Kennywood is an unique amusement park, down from their coaster lineup, flat ride collection, dark rides, and park location. It's like a mix of old and new attractions, nostalgia and original concepts all bundled into one place. Whatever their next roller coaster is, I hope it's original. If the park is able to utilize the mountainside, that would be fantastic, but if not, push for creativity, make it something that we won't forget. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. What roller coaster do you want to see come to Kennywood? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already, and stay tuned for more content by Extreme Thrills.